because if more people become aware, they'll bid the price up. But what about if they didn't make the achrasta property? We say it's not a valid sale because he's shortchanging the yisomim. So it says over here, we signed that the B'zavna Ara L'Karga, she sold the property to pay tax for the kids, below achrasta. And there was no announcement, there was no publicity on it. When it comes to paying taxes, because the government, they can confiscate it. When it comes to food, what persons are starved to death till they finally work it out, and they need the money for burial also, even though you may be getting less, but since it would be a bizayin ames, you sell it, lo achrasta. Okay. Amnam tzivo abitrop diasmi avad. This person, he was avat tzivo. He was a dyer. He was abitrop tzivisomim. Also krovim l'kamid Rav Nachman. Amri lei kolovish michsim yasmi. He says his garments, his whole inventory is what is from he's taking the money out of the state of Yisomim. Amaluk yehech l'shtamen milig ka'ochel v'shosim ditu. V'lo omud. Yeah. Oh, so he said to him, the reason why he's doing all this is because he wants to be a better representative. He eats and drinks from theirs. And he looks more presentable, so it's in their best interest. Right? He's not becoming wealthy from them. Yeah. Second. Ema mitzia ashkach v'okamavsit. Second. Kechlem shtami mili koch v'shos miditu v'lo omut. Ema mitzia ashkach v'okamavsit. Second. Anach yechad shtami mili v'tzorach ha'yisomu she'yi nira kodem chosh v'lo omid eno osher lasos yitzis alolo mishalom mishal yisomi hu ose osher omdim osel b'nei odom ze kocho v'ze koch avol oni ein odom omdom inamid lo omid Odom shei oshro roy litzi halo. He says it's in the Yisom's best interest he should be presented. It says below omud. You hear this? He's a befaction the way he's spending the money. He's not a rich man. Emo mitzi ashkach v'okamavsit. So what are you going to say? That he got the money from what? He found the mitzvah, and he's not depleting the Yisomim. Well, kababsid nichse yisomim sheino mfanis hakakos keroy lem v'kot tzilonos. Eimam tzis ashkach v'lo kababsid. Omlo aisli sadi demapsid. Baskalini says no problem. If you bring me witnesses that he's taking more and he's depleting the estate of the Somer, then we'll remove him. We'll remove him. Right now, that he eats and drinks, that's in their best interest. But if he overdoes it, but you have to bring proof. Domer Rafuna, Chavrin Mishmei, the Rav, Rafuna Chavrin said to him, Rav, Apitropis to Mapsim Salkinle. If the Apitropis causes damage to the estate, you remove him, you fire him. Dietmar, Apitropis Mapsid. The Mapsid, Rafuna, Omer Rav, Ravuna said name of Rav Misalkinalei. The Rav Shila Amr Lo Misalkinalei. He says that you don't remove him. Why? Because you say you're better off with the person. The Hilsum Misalkinalei, what's the halacha? The halacha is we rule like Rav that you remove him. Here, that if the Apitrop is not acting accordingly, he's overspending, then you get rid of him.
And that's whether the court or the personal appointment of the Apitrop.
Which whoever it is, doesn't make a difference. You get rid of him. Apitrobis sheminu avi yisomim yishova. The Mishnah makes he says if Bezdin appoints a person apitrobis, he doesn't have to swear. But if the father appoints him, he doesn't have to swear. It's machlokes in the Mishnah. My timer, he loved islehad nominei havi apitrobis. Because he say, what's the incentive to be a guardian? Because the person feels he has the ability to actually siphon off money. We told him he's an unpaid guardian. So why should he want to be? So there's reason to suspect that he has what? He has some kind of vested interest here. He's going to actually put his hand in the till. That's the reason why he swears. That's why he swears. One second. And by putting the shua on, that's not going to stop him from being the apotropos. He'll still volunteer. Miru bezlo yishavar. Tanakam says whatever the court appoints, he's a court appointed guardian. He doesn't swear. Milsa ba'al David lebedino. Because what? Because the reason why he doesn't swear, because milsa ba'al David lebedino. The romitz l'shua aslim nui. He's doing the court a favor. The moment you're going to impose an oath on him, he's now working for the court. So it's not worth it. Abba Shol inverts it. That if you're appointed by the court, that's when you do swear. Appointed by the father, then you no.
Yeah.
That's when you don't swear.
Right.
My time, Minu Bezdin Yishova. Why, when Bezdin appoints him, do you swear? Bahu b'yanod konofik alei koled irish mehemnu. It's worthwhile. You know why? That the word gets out that he's an honest person, that the court appointed him as the guardian, he's happy to do it.
Is it the other way?
Mino bezdin yishova. When the court, he should swear. Why? Because by hiano, which means it's not going to be a discouragement. It's not be a discouragement.
Right.
Why? Because since he gets all the acclaim that the court gave him a trustworthy status, they said, and therefore, the oath does not be a discouragement from continuing functioning as the apotropos. But if the father goes and appoints me, don't swear. Why? No, he's doing a favor.
Right.
So if you do him a favor and give him a hard time, he's not going to do the favor any longer. Right? So if he's a court appointed guardian, 1 second, then he does swear because it's worthwhile for the renown. And if it's the father, not because what? Because if you can give him a hard time, he's not going to be the guardian on a personal level. Further. Tanya, Rav Elazar ben Yaakov Mizev Ze Yishava. Rav Elazar Yaakov says they both swear. Whether you're court appointed, not a court appointed, you swear. Haloch Yidvor. Tanya bar Rav Chatachli bar Rovim Kamid Rav Avo. Abi Shobashim, you know, Abi Yisomim. Learn the Brayso, and Abi Shobas, the guardian, was appointed by the father of the orphan, Shishava, and they should no see Socher. Okay. Tiny Rav Elazar ben Yaakov Ze Yishav Hilsuk Haloch Yidvor. Tony Rav Tachliv bar Maro Kamid Ravo. Abi Shobashim no Abi Yisom Yishava should no see Socher. Because he's noises Socher. Because he's getting paid. Yeah? When the father appoints a person to be the guardian, what does he swear? He said, Shehu nosi socher, amalei, at isis kava, v'kais l'slei, el'em b'nei shehu kin nosi socher. 1 second. Amalei, at isis kava, v'kais l'slei. What does that mean? I hear. He says the reason why he has to swear is because he's getting paid. Amalei, at isis kava, v'kais l'slei. No, what does that mean? It means you're bringing a kav, which is lot measure, right before the Mishnah, 3 words before the Mishnah.
This is about the direct application. You bring a cob container, measure out payment.
What?
A cob container, and measure out payment. It is apparent from the entire discussion at this point that such administrators were not customary.
No, I understand that. So, the aim of nation kinosi so far, because he's like being paid. What's like being paid? That's the reason why he swears. Since he sees he's benefiting from it, so therefore he's willing to swear. So he's not. It's knosi socher. It's the equivalent. But why is the equivalent? The court appointed a custodian. We said before, guardian, because that shows he has renown. It's like public knowledge now that he's a trustworthy person. So he'll have many opportunities. But if the father appoints him, the father's not paying him, so why shouldn't he have to swear? He's going to explain the rationale according to Rabbi Lesman Yaakov.
He's known to the family, and he's an honest person.
The reason is Neshu Nosi Socher. Unless he prides himself that he's helping the family. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, further. Hametam, now we're going to speak about Hezek Shen Nicker. Hametame v'amedama. Person goes and contaminates tyrus. Person has, let's say, chulin, and he mixes into the chulin truma. Right? So now Yisrael can't eat it. Hamenaseh, if somebody takes somebody else's wine and he pours libations. B'shogi potter. If he does it b'shogeg, even though he's a damager, he's potter. B'mezid chayiv. He does it deliberately, he's chayiv. We penalize him. Let's see Rashi Metame. Tairosh shel chavero gom truma. Hamedame truma b'chulin. He mixes truma and chulin. Chavero mafsido she'os lizorim. Now it's limited. Non-kohen is not permitted to eat it. Tzorch l'mocher l'chanim b'zol. He has to sell it for a loss. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Itmar, menasech. What does menasech mean? It says if somebody goes and he pours libations somebody else's wine, he's what? He's potter. So Rav says menasech mamish means literally. Why? So what is menasech? Menasech is kibbutz drabinei, right? Menasech is idolatry. You pour libations for an idol, that's punished by death. So if you do an action, use somebody else's wine for that, what have you done? The wine's become Yisuri no. The wine you can't benefit from.
Right.
So it says he's potter. The answer is because it's punished by death. That's the reason. Because it's not Shmuel Amar Ma'ariv. Menasech doesn't mean pouring a libation, means you're mixing it. Madiyam Ma'ariv, my Talmud Menasech. The one says you mix it, why is it? Omar Loch, Menasech, Kimlim Drabinei. So what's the chiddush of a poshut? The Mishnah has to tell me that Mishnah is not tell. No, that's the reason why he's interpreting Menasech not to mean he poured libations, right, but rather he mixed. He mixed it. Vidoch Rabbi Yomi Mishas Hagbo Hu Dekono. You'd know, because initially, when does he already have the liability of a thief? When he picked it up, he picked the wine up, the mold, right? When is he liable for the death penalty? Only when he actually pours the libation, right? Yeah. What says Menasech? What is it? Omaloch Ma'arev. Hainu Medama. That's Medama. Medama means intermingling chulin with chuma. V'yidoch knosu who. Knosu u'mekansel meknosu li'alfinon. Yeah. We're talking about over there the reason why, if he did it deliberately, he has to pay. It's knas. Yeah, he's asking a question. If you tell me that we already say it said what over here? Menasech. It says in the Mishnah, they all do these things, you potter. Correct? If you did it, do it deliberately, you're chayiv. You're chayiv. So if you tell me, one says Menasech means mamish Menasech, it can't be mixing because it already says medama.
Good.
Right? So it's v'idoch knosu u'meknosi alfinon. I'd say the reason why he doesn't deliberately mix it, because that's what? That's a knas. And knas you can't learn. They penalize him. 1 second. So what's the chiddush? So the chiddush is that what? That even though you should say kim living rabinei, nevertheless I don't. They penalize him to the point that he has to pay. Hani kol hani lo malik. What do we need all these cases? Right? This is metame, medame. Di tana mitame, eat truma, have amino, mishum de kapsul gamri. Truma becomes tummy. What do you have to do with it? You have to burn it. Di mitame chulin, mishum dos ligrum tumma chulin shemertz Yisrael. If it means, maybe it's speaking contaminated chulin, right? It says no. Right? Avol medama, emalo. The ashmin medama, mishum the shchiach, avol metame, lo shchiach, emalo. They wouldn't consent. They wouldn't establish a basis for the penalty. The ashmin on metame umedame. I have those two cases. Mishum lo kimlim jabine, as we just explained. Avol nasech, the kimlim jabine, emalo. Maybe we're not going to penalize him. We do penalize him. Could Rabbi Yirmiyah. Ulahai Tano. Ulahai de Tani Avud the Avud Rabovin Berishon, Omrim Mentame Imnas Chozu Lomar Afa Medamo. Kolhani Lomali. No, let's see this again. Second. Well, the Tony Avua the Rishari Omnim Hametamim Da Menasich B'Chosru Lomar Af Medam. Originally they said if you contaminate or you menasich, then they added Af Medama if you intermingle it. Kol Hani Lomi. What do we need all the cases? That's the reason why I'd say why. That's why you have to pay. If I don't have that case, although I'd say there's no financial liability, right? There's none. We penalize him. If he does it deliberately, we penalize him. It's totally. What happens if you use something for idolatry? What does it become? You're not permitted the benefit. If I take truma and I make it tummy, what's its value? I can use it as fuel. You may not be able to eat it. So maybe we only penalize you if you reduced it to be worthless. But there's still some value. Maybe we don't penalize the person. So therefore, maybe we don't penalize the person. Because relatively speaking, if something is edible and you take it to a point that you can only use it as fuel, there it's a significant loss. That's what we penalize. What's that? I take chulin and I mix chulin into the truma into the chulin. So now you have a limited audience now. The only one who can eat it is a Kohen. So over there, but the loss is still minimal compared to contaminating something or destroying it. So I'd say maybe over there, I don't. Maybe I shouldn't penalize them. Therefore, I need the case. No, even from Medama, you're penalized. On a Torah level, this is very important. When the Torah speaks of damages, what is the damage usually? Physical damage. The damages here are not physical damages. They're spiritual damages. I take something tummy and I touch the truma with it. Do you see the effect? You don't see the effect. I mean, you see the action. But the effect, in the physical sense, is the same. There's no physical diminishment. So the question is, maybe you shouldn't be chayiv. That's called hezek shein and nikar. If the damage is not intrinsic in the object, maybe there's no liability. So that's what discussing. Whether you do it deliberately, you do it inadvertently, you chayiv. My time or hezek shein and nikar shmei hezek. Because if you cause a damage, although the effect of the damage is not noticeable in the object, you're considered a damager. You got to pay. So if that's the case, why you put if you do b'shogeg? If a person accidentally took sheretz and touched somebody's tyrus, his truma, we're saying there's no liability in Mishnah. So the question is why? If hezek shein, if the halacha is if I accidentally break your window with a stone, I got to pay.
Right.
So why over here do we say that as long as the location is tamei, is only drabona, and ultimately you're going to be metame, you're going to contaminate the truma because of this, it's okay. That's his question. Because I want him to inform us. Let's say a person, Vishogig, you contaminate something. Really, he's what? Hezek Shein and Nicker is what? One second. Hezek Shein and Nicker Shmei Hezek. Matam Om Shogi Pot. They deal because we want him to inform us. Yeah, you understand? Let's say he accidentally used Matam as something, and we're saying it's contaminated, and he should have liability, right? But why do we absolve him? You know why we absolve him? Because other will never tell us. So you'll have a Kohen eating Truma Tmeya, right? We want him to tell us.
Yes.
But if he can tell me he has liability, he's not going to tell us.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
That's what we're saying. Matam shogi pot deal. When he contaminates it deliberately, he won't tell us either. So we should also let him off the hook. When he doesn't make it, his intention is what? Is deliberate. Is phenomenal. You hear the psychology. What's the reason why the FBI always gets its man? What are you saying, Norman? Because the person who committed the crime, there's no such thing as person, because his ego will not allow him not to share. His ingenious when he did the crime. Shogi man does it. So why do we let him off the hook? Because we want him to tell us that it's tummy, it's contaminated. Right. He's not going to tell us. So what about the mazid? The mazid will say also, if you penalize him, he's not going to tell us. You don't have to tell him. He'll say it himself. Because since he did it deliberately, out of spite, deliberate means he did it out of spite. That means he's going to make it known that he did it. So he's not going to keep his mouth closed. Right. That's what we're saying. I feel amazed. Here his intention was to damage, right? Is it possible he's not going to inform people? Rabbi Yochanan Amar Dvar Torah Echad Shov Echad Mezid Potter. He's arguing. Before he said Hezek, what's his name? Chizki said on the Torah level Hezek Shenik Shmei Hezek. Rav disagrees. Rav says on the Torah level you Potter. Yeah. Okay. Dvar Torah Echad Shov Echad Mezid Potter. My timer has shenikal oshmei hezek, right? That a damage which is not noticeable in the item is not a hezek. Matam on mezid, so why chayiv b'mezid? Matam chayiv beis chayiv shelo yekol echad echad hodech matam teros yishel chaveiro v'omer potter. And you know what it's going to be? Let's say a person doesn't like another person. He'll take a sheretz, be mitami everything that he has. How are you going to stop him? You can't stop him. The only way you can stop him, he's going to pay. So that's on the Torah level, it's lo shmei hezek. He's not called the damager. There is no liability. But so what's going to stop him from doing it? We have to penalize him. Therefore, b'mezid. Tanan hakohanim shepiglu b'migdosh. What happens if Kohen has an improper thought when he does the avoda, right? So the Kohen becomes possible. Mezidim chayovim. If he's mefagel b'mezid, he has intentionally this negative thought, and that's why the Kohen becomes possible. Then he's potter. What's the reason? Because we have to protect the world. But if you say that even inadvertently he's a mazik, okay, today I have to stop again.